an irresistible force such as you meets an old immovable object like me. You can bet just as sure as you live, something's gotta give, something's gotta give, something's gotta give. When that irrepressible smile such as yours forms an old implacable heart such as mine, cause I insist.
Spotted. Spotted. Right.
Fight, 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 fight it with all of our
What is it? Fine by me.
So be sure it's true when you say I love you. It's a sin to tell a lie. Be sure it's true when you say I love you.
Yeah. I think I might have killed my last legionary.
It's a sin to tell a
Eat this! Can't run from me! I'd enjoy helping you go on nature walks. Is it time?
Howdy.
NCR Rangers deserve all my praise. Morning.
Hey there.
Everything to be my own love.
mine. Spotted. Got it. You're mine. All right. All mine.
Gentlemen, Mr. New Vegas here. You're all so great and we're gonna keep you listening all day. All the latest news coming your way right now. Rumors persist about a super mutant refuge nestled high in the ski lodge to the northwest. If you should find it, do not, repeat, do not belittle a super mutant for taking the bunny slope. Also, the influx of displaced residents to the refugee camp at Bitter Springs has caused a strain on rations there. NCR officials are asking for donations. Today's headlines were brought to you by Prem. Prem, the other New Vegas. And now, Nat King Cole reminding us what really matters with Love Me As Though There Were No Tomorrow. Because in New Vegas, hey, you never know.
Out of this world.
Finding us what really matters with Love Me As Though There Were No Tomorrow. Because in New Vegas, hey, you never know.
What is it? I'll sit tight.
Love me as though there were no tomorrow. Take me
listening to Radio New Vegas, your little jukebox in the Mojave Wasteland. I am Mr. New Vegas, and I'm here for you. If you like news, you're gonna love our next segment. Caesar's Legion continues to fortify its position in Nelson, where it remains a constant concern for Camp Thornhoe and the nearby town of Novak. One more story for you. Word out of Camp Golf is that many NCR Rangers can expect redeployment in the near future. One anonymous soldier said it was part of a new strategy. The brief eating segment was sponsored by the Silver Rush. Silver Rush. Feel the rush of a warm laser in your hand. Got some songs coming up for you right now.
What is it?
Probably about
I've got your back.
I know it's stupid to be mad, but
What is it? Fine by me. Yeah. What is it? Fine by me. Yeah. What is it? Yeah. What is it? Fine by me. Yeah.
Sleep, go to sleep. Just lay down your weary head. Dream, sweetly dream. Dream about tomorrow instead. Sleep, go to sleep. Whispering a lullaby tune. Dream, sweetly dream. Swinging with the man in the moon. Why don't you go and take it slow? And don't you know all your lovely dreams will come true? So just close your eyes, listen to a sweet lullaby. Sleep softly, sleep, and let the world go by.
You know, I tried to measure my charisma on a Vitomatic vigor tester once. The machine burst.
Dream about tomorrow instead. Sleep, go to sleep. Whispering a lullaby tune. Dream, sweetly dream. Swinging with the man in the moon. Why don't you go and take it slow? And don't you know, all your lovely dreams will come true. So just close your eyes, listen to a sweet lullaby. Sleep softly, sleep, and let the world go by.
Spotted. Right with you. Can't run from me.
You're listening to Radio New Vegas, your little jukebox in the Mojave Wasteland. I am Mr. New Vegas, and I'm here for you.
Right with
And now the news. Word out of Camp Golf is that many NCR Rangers can expect redeployment in the near future. One anonymous soldier said it was part of a new strategy. Moving on. Residents of Novak were running for cover following the failed launch of 3 rockets from the
What is it?
contest site. Possible causes to
Fine by me.
were engineering mistakes, century-old equipment,
Yeah.
the fact that the rockets were piloted by a cult of crazy ghouls. You know, they say that no news is good news, but I think my program would
Got you
be
back.
awfully dull if that were the case. You're gonna love this next song, I guarantee it.
What is it? Fine by me. Yeah.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. New Vegas. Thank you very, very much for listening. And now the news. Rumors persist about a super mutant refuge nestled high in the ski lodge to the northwest. If you should find it, do not, repeat, do not belittle a super mutant for taking the bunny slope. One more story for you. Scavengers report hulking individuals moving around Hidden Valley after dusk, but have been unable to identify them due to low visibility. The preceding segment was sponsored by the Silver Rush. Silver Rush. Feel the rush of a warm laser in your hand. Hey, New Vegas, have you ever said you love someone when it wasn't quite true?
What is it?
But you shouldn't, because it's a sin to
Fine
tell a
by me.
lie.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Guess we made it. Too bad. All mine.
When you say I love you, it's a sin to tell a lie. You got sense enough to know it's a sin to tell a lie.
Spotted.
So be sure it's true when you say I love you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to me, Mr. New Vegas, and you look extraordinarily beautiful right now. And now the news. Rumors persist about a super mutant refuge nestled high in the ski lodge to the northwest. If you should find it, do not, repeat, do not belittle a super mutant for taking the buddy slope. Also, a hostage crisis between the NCR and the Great Guns was resolved peacefully when a third-party negotiator successfully secured the hostage's release.
It's over.
Those were our top stories. In New Vegas, we know the pain that numbers can bring us. Well, so does Guy Mitchell, who's got heartaches by the number.
Come on. All clear.
Yes, I've got heartaches by the number.
Stay where you are. I'm sending someone up to meet you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to me, Mr. New Vegas, and you look extraordinarily beautiful.
Listen very closely and do as I say. Your life depends on it. Hand over everything you're carrying. Weapons, ammo, clothes, armor, everything. I want you stripped down to your underwear.
Redeployment in the near future. One anonymous soldier said it was part of a new strategy. One more
I've told you what to do. Strip off your clothes and equipment or face summary execution. Will you comply? Take it all off and hand it to me. Then come inside and through the door at the rear of the chamber. Paladin Ramos is waiting for you.
Caesar's Legion has become their main strategic priority, and this move would not be unexpected. That news was brought to you by the Tops Casino. You'll dig us, baby.
Where did you learn that password? And tell the truth, because I'll know if you're lying. I'm the one asking the questions right now, and you still haven't answered me. I suggest you start doing so. The password you gave is valid, but old. The only way you could have gotten it is from one of our lost patrols. An interesting story. It may even be true. Under normal circumstances, your story wouldn't make any difference. You'd be dead already. Lucky for you. Probably. Elder McNamara wants to meet you, so follow me, closely, or you'll be killed. If you have something to say it to Elder McNamara.
Hardin will be elder soon. Mark my words.
Why is your friend there glaring at me like that? Did I bump into him or something?
I've been informed that you bring us ill tidings, stranger. Care to elaborate? That is horrible news, and I thank you for making your way here to convey it to us. But now, the issue remains that an outsider knows our location. You took an extreme risk in coming here. My policy toward trespassers has not been lenient. The security of this bunker is my foremost concern, and I take pains to minimize our exposure topside. However, given our circumstances, I'm willing to work with you. We need someone who can accomplish certain tasks, some basic, some a bit more involved. Let's start with the first task. An NCR ranger has begun to set up posts near our location. I want you to deal with him. Very well. I'll be interested to see how thoroughly and efficiently you carry out your mission. Paladin Ramos will escort you to the surface. You are not free to carry the secret of this bunker's location beyond Hidden Valley until I'm convinced that you are capable and dependable. To make sure you follow through with this, you'll be fitted with an explosive collar. Wander off, and it will detonate. Focus on your mission, and you'll be fine.
You'll find your equipment in the chest to your right. Don't bother coming back until you've dealt with the ranger.
Hey, it's Mr. New Vegas letting you know I've got a new Christmas compilation coming out soon. Nuclear Wonderland. Look for it on holotape. And now the news. The death toll continues to climb around Camp Forlorn Hope, where Legion raiding parties are still chipping away at the NCR's hold south of the dam. In other news, a package courier found shot in the head near Good Springs has reportedly regained consciousness and made a full recovery. Now that's a delivery service you can count on. You know they say that no news is good news, but I think my program would be awfully dull if that were the case. And now, Nat King Cole reminding us what really matters with Love Me As Though There Were No Tomorrow. Because in New Vegas, hey, never know.
Thought you'd sneak up on me? You filthy powder ganger! You got some stones on you, son. I like that. What can I do for you? Dobson's my name. I'm an NCR Ranger, operating out of Camp McCarran, north of here. Reading man by birth, though. Well, I thought I might set up a safe house in one of the bunkers here. Between the remote location and the dust storms, figured it was ideal. Of course, it seems a lot less remote since you showed up. Plus, I haven't been able to get my radio working. A safe house isn't good without one. I reckon I'll stick around for a while. Patrol for troublemakers. See if I can get that radio working. Standard practice. Rangers operate alone. That's how we like it. Usually, we call in our positions to McCarran, and this gets sent out to other Rangers. I haven't been able to do much with this broken radio, but I can handle myself. Still, it'll shorten my stay here if I can't fix it. Criminal scum that have infested this region, attacking caravans and regular folk just passing through. The dangerous ones are roamers, though there's another group that mostly stays put, over at the prison southwest of here. So far, the brass haven't mustered up enough men to take the prison back. Long overdue, if you ask me. But I'm just one man. Oh? And in your expert opinion, why would that be? That's so. I knew Cook's game passed through these parts. Didn't know they'd be holed up in here. Thanks for the information, stranger. You may have saved my life.
The women of New Vegas ask me a lot if there's a Mrs. New Vegas. Well, of course there is. You're her. And you're still as perfect as the day we met. Well, you know what that means, folks. Time for some news. The Black Mountain radio signal is back after a long absence. Listeners say the new programming is, quote, less for outcasts, more for weirdos. In other news, residents of Novak were running for cover following the failed launch of 3 rockets from the Repcon test site. Possible causes suggested were engineering mistakes, century-old equipment, and the fact that the rockets were piloted by a cult of crazy.
Stand back from the door. The Elder's eager to hear your report.
Got a song for you now. It's about a guy who's cold on the exterior, but deep down, you know, he's a good man. And his name is Johnny Guitar.
How did you deal with the Ranger? So, you're saying he's gone? Where is he? What makes you think he won't be back? Yes, you exploited his fear of powder gangers very effectively. The collar includes a microphone, you see. Part of the test. He'll keep his distance, setting ambushes, never suspecting that this bunker has far more information than he knows. Well done. Since you completed your assigned task, I will allow you to come and go from the bunker freely. So let's get that collar off you. That's better, I hope. Now that we have that bit of unpleasantness out of the way, there's a matter I would like to discuss with you. Stop by the command room when you can. Oh, and bear in mind, if you end up betraying us, we will know it. We'll talk later. We'll discuss this in the command room.
What if you go? What if you stay?
I didn't join up with you to go on nature walks. Just saying. Is it time?
When you first came here, I'll admit, I didn't know what to expect. But after giving the matter some thought, I believe an outsider would be of great help to us. I will not force you to help us. Should you refuse, you will be granted access to leave this complex. There is much the Brotherhood can offer. What do you say, outsider? Are you willing to help us? Then allow me to explain our situation. This bunker is currently locked down, allowing no entry or exit, you being one of the very few exceptions. In exceptional cases, teams are sent out to investigate sites or to retrieve materials deemed too important to ignore. 3 such teams have gone missing. Up until now, we haven't disclosed this information. I need you to find out what's happened with those 3 patrols. This is disheartening news, but perhaps the other 2 patrols may still be alive. I'm glad I can count on you. Oh, and one other thing. The patrols each had a holotape. These holotapes had information regarding their mission, and you can use these to track them. The shielding of the bunker prevents us from actively tracking them, but the position should show on your map once you reach the surface. Should our worst fears become realized, please bring me each of the holotapes from all 3 patrols. Otherwise, bring our brothers home. I've given the order that you be given access to some of our equipment. You still won't be able to purchase any prohibited equipment, but hopefully some of what's available will prove useful for you.
To death in full view of everyone. The legate then ordered 1/10 of his own force be killed by the other 9/10. And you thought your boss was paid. Promotional consideration for this news program has been paid for by the Ultralux. The Ultralux. Live life in the lap of luxury. You know, sometimes the journey beats the destination. And especially
So, you're the outsider that's been given leave to wander around freely. Desperate times call for desperate measures, I guess. Name's Hardin. I'm the head paladin of this chapter, and I think we might be able to help each other out. I don't know what the Elder talked to you about, but I can tell you this chapter is in trouble. And he's at the center of it. Are you willing to listen to what I have to say? If you change your mind, though, come find me, and we'll talk more. Are you willing to listen to me now, outsider? As you may have already heard, this entire base is under a state of lockdown. No one goes out except small patrols at night. Most of the chapter has been sealed in here for years, and those few who were outside when the lockdown was initiated are forbidden from returning. Morale has plummeted as time has gone by, and many of our current paladins haven't seen combat outside of training simulations, and all because of the Elder's explicit order that no one be allowed in or out. The only way things will change is if a new Elder is installed. I don't know. I've gone through our records dozens of times looking for a precedent regarding the dismissal of an Elder and come up with nothing. The people who are most likely to know how it could be done are also some of McNamara's strongest supporters, so they refuse to help me, which is why we're having this conversation. An outsider such as yourself would arouse less suspicion asking questions about such matters. The fact that the Elder has some tasks for you means his faithful won't suspect you, and you have a line open to the man himself. In short, you're in a perfect position to help me. Will you at least think about it? If I become Elder, the lockdown will be lifted, and we'll once again be able to send patrols out into the wastes. We'll become powerful again. And when that happens, it will be good to have the Brotherhood as an ally. Good enough? That'll have to do. I'd recommend going to see Ramos first. As head of security, he's more familiar with our protocols than anyone else here. You could also try to find something relevant in our data store, though last I heard Scribe Ibsen is having a bit of a problem accessing it. And if McNamara should give you any tasks, I'd ask that you kept me abreast of them. Report anything you find to me, and we'll move from there.
I tried to measure my charisma on a Vitomatic vigor tester once. The machine burst into flames. We've got some news for you coming right up. Rumors persist about a super mutant refuge nestled high in the ski lodge to the northwest. If you should find it, do not, repeat, do not belittle a super mutant for taking the bunny slope. Also, patrons of the Ultralux are questioning whether its pricey restaurant, the Gourmand, is overstating the fullness of its waitlist. Those who claim to have dined at the restaurant find the food appealing, but say many tables remain empty. Boy, the Mojave Wasteland is just a fascinating place, isn't it? You never know what's going to happen next. Hey, New Vegas, have you ever said you love someone, but it wasn't quite true? Sure you have. But you shouldn't. Spotted. Because it's a sin to tell a lie.
You're mine. Let's get out of this first.
So be sure it's true when you say I love you. It's a sin to tell.
Welcome back to the program. This is Mr. New Vegas, and I hope I'm not coming on too strong. If you like news, you
offense, but you look like you've traveled a long way down some bad roads. Where'd you come from? Wow, you have come a long way then. I've never been there, but I've met some traders who pass that way. Well, welcome then. I'm Veronica. I live in a hole in the ground. Well, a bunker, if you want to get technical. I think it sounds more interesting my way. But I'm not there much anymore. I'm usually out here picking up food and supplies for my family. Whatever they need. Yeah, I'm not worried. They can handle themselves. But somebody has to get the groceries, know what I mean? And actually these days, I think they'd rather have me out here anyway. But that's a whole other story. So listen, can I ask you something on the level? I had a run-in with this group calling themselves the Brotherhood of Steel. Pretty strange bunch. Do you know anything about them? Well, that shouldn't be a problem for me. I can't afford anything like that. Hey, so where are you headed anyway? Just wherever the wind takes you, huh? I like that. Keeps things interesting. I'll be honest. You're the first person I've run across out here that looks like he can really handle himself. There are places I've never been to that'd be too dangerous for just me. What do you think? Maybe we could travel together, help each other out. Oh, nowhere in particular, really. Just hoping to see more of the world, looking for a fresh perspective. I want to see how different groups have adapted to survive in the Mojave, see if there's something I can learn from. Like I said, they can handle themselves, and I'm not the only one getting supplies for them. It's a big family. Good. That's the look I was going for. Trust me on this one, though. You'll be glad you brought me along. If I turn out to be a burden, we can part ways at any time. No hard feelings. Now you're talking. One thing you should know first, though. I asked you about the Brotherhood because I'm one of them. I know, but I had to know how you react when I told you. We have made a lot of enemies. You still okay bringing me along? Sure, just don't ever ask me if your outfit makes you look fat. Well, thanks for taking a chance on a naive young girl from California with stars in her eyes and a pneumatic gauntlet on her hand. Let's hit the road, huh? Wow, Mr. House is looking for you, huh? What do you think he wants? Bowling partner? You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you? See you around. What's up? Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress? See you around.
Folks, it's Mr. New Vegas, and I have a good feeling about all of you listening. All the latest news coming your way right now. Refugees at Bitter Springs are giving startling accounts of the legate known as Lanius, who is said to be Caesar's top field commander. One refugee told us the legate took over an underperforming squad of troops by beating its commander to death in full view of everyone. The legate then ordered a tenth of his own force be killed by the other 9/10. And you thought your boss was a pig. Also in the headlines, tensions are brewing in Freeside between the ruling gang known as the Kings and the large number of NCR squatters seeking refuge there. The leader of the Kings, who would only identify himself as the King, voiced his displeasure, calling NCR citizens, quote, the devil in disguise. He added he didn't want to see the NCR in the ghetto, and called for a mass, quote, return to sender. You know they say that no news is good news, but I think my program would be awfully dull if that were the case. Gonna play a song for you right now.
How are you?
And it's about that special someone you find only once in a blue moon.
Sure, yeah. Just, okay?
I've got your back. We're all gotta go sometime.
Eat this!
Found him.
Welcome back to the program. This is Mr. New Vegas, and I hope I'm not coming on too strong. All the latest news coming your way right now. Merchants are saying that there's been little contact between traders from Nipton in recent days, causing concerns that the isolated town may be in trouble. In other news, troubling news from Prim, as merchants report a large presence of armed, unsavory figures patrolling the town. Residents are nowhere to be found. You know they say that no news is good news, but I think my program would be awfully dull if that were the case. You know, sometimes the journey beats the destination, and especially if your spurs go jingle, jangle, jingle, and you meet some nice gals along the way.
Jingle, jangle, jingle, jingle, jangle, that go right merrily along.
This is a dangerous place, human, especially for your kind.
I suggest you turn back. There's nothing good waiting for you further on. Keep saying things like that and I won't be so friendly. Not every super mutant is a brain-damaged brute. Many of us are just as intelligent as basic humans, and the rest don't really have any choice in the matter, do they? Yes, that's exactly what I'm telling you to do. Move on. Still hanging about? You must have heard her radio broadcasts. Though why a human would follow her invitation here is beyond me, unless you didn't listen very closely. The voice on the radio belongs to Tabitha, the supreme commander of Black Mountain, or as she calls it, the state of Utopia. She took control of this place almost 2 years ago. The super mutants here do whatever she says, and she says humans are to be killed on sight. For years, Black Mountain was a peaceful community. Its leader, Marcus, broadcast an invitation to mutants throughout the wasteland. That's how I found Black Mountain. So did others, most of them second-generation mutants. Marcus welcomed everyone. That was his mistake. The community ended up being mostly second-gen, not very bright, but easy to influence. Fine until the Nightkin came along, led by Tabitha. In a week, she had most of the second-gens thinking she was some kind of prophet, and that she should be broadcasting her truth, not Marcus. Marcus saw what was coming and decided to leave before things got out of hand. He smashed the radio and left to found Jacobstown. The opposite of Black Mountain, a stable community of mutants, mostly, led by a mentally stable leader. Humans are welcome there, so long as they behave themselves. Look northwest of Red Rock Canyon if you want to find it. Marcus sent me here a couple of months ago to check on Black Mountain. I suppose you could say I came here as a spy. But with no signs of Tabitha's weakening and none of the second gens ready to revolt or to come to Jacobstown, there wasn't much I could do. Down here, on the other hand, I've saved a dozen mutants from heading up the mountain. It's not much, but it's something. I have my own reasons to stay away from Jacobstown for a while. Reasons we won't be discussing. So I've stayed here. Not all super mutants were created equal, or at the same time, or for the same purpose. The first generation tends to be smarter, stronger, and more civilized, I suppose you could say, than the ones made later, save the Nightkin. Yes, and it's not something I care to discuss with one of your kind. If you have some insatiable curiosity about the matter, talk to Marcus in Jacobstown. He's more patient with such questions than I am. There's a sad story behind that. Marcus smashed it just fine, but while we were gone, some ghoul named Raoul came along. Tabitha turned him into her personal mechanic. A slave, really. See, if I'd been standing down here, I could have warned him before it was too late. The road is a series of switchbacks up to the peak. There are 3 blockades plus patrols. Sneaking past them would be difficult. Just before the peak is a kind of shanty village. More second gens there. And then there's Tabitha's compound, heavily guarded by her Nightkin. The road is a series of switchbacks up to the peak. There are 3 blockades plus patrols. Sneaking past them would be difficult. Just before the peak is a kind of shanty village. More second gens there. And then there's Tabitha's compound, heavily guarded by her Nightkin. The Nightkin are vicious in combat, and that's if you see them coming. Most don't. They were created to be soldiers and given devices to camouflage them in battle. Unfortunately, the devices drove most of them mad over time. They spend most of their time at the top of the mountain, but patrol the roads after dark as well. You do well to avoid the mountain at night. Help would improve the odds. Help might just make the difference. All right, if you're good enough at what you do to meet me in the village up near the peak, we can talk further. I'll have a plan by the time I see you, if I see you. Good luck. It's going to be a lot harder for you to get up there than it will be for me.
What's up? You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you? See you around.
Contact! Right with you.
A pleasant surprise to see you made it. I'm ready to get started if you are. Whatever you need to do, be quick about it.
Over here.
stop counting, that's when my world will end.
For the Brotherhood! What are your thoughts?
I don't know. Don't see much point in anything right now, except hunting legionaries. Yeah.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. New Vegas here. You're all so great, and we're gonna keep you listening all day. Here are our top stories. A hostage crisis between the NCR and the Great Khans was resolved peacefully when a third-party negotiator successfully secured the hostage's release. In other news, citizens of Outer Vegas are flocking to the Strip in droves amid a wave of terror caused by a band of raiders known as the Fiends. Those who can afford passports are saying the added security is well.
Hello. Could you please direct me to Mistress Tabitha? Thank you very much. My internal clock says it's been 6 years, 52 days, 40 minutes, and 13 seconds since I last spoke to her. I hope she hasn't gotten lonely.
Tend to tell a lie.
Rhonda? Is that you?
It is, Mistress Tabitha. How I've missed you so. This stranger here fixed me as right as rain. Is he a friend of yours?
I don't know how to thank you for bringing Rhonda back to me, stranger. Here, take this. I won't be needing it anymore. No, of course not. I don't know what I'm gonna do now with Rhonda back.
Mistress Tabitha, we should be heading off. Our journey has been much delayed, but we can catch up if we hurry. Come along now.
Yes, I don't even remember where we were going. It'll be good to travel around with Rhonda again.
When you say I love you, it's a sin. Be sure it's true when you say I love you, honey. 'Cause you got sense enough to know it's a sin to tell a lie. Whole lot of folks' heart is done. When you say I love
Here's me again, Mr. New Vegas, reminding you that you're nobody till somebody loves you, and that somebody is me. I love you. All the latest news coming your way right now. Patrons of the Ultralux are questioning whether its pricey restaurant, the Gourmand, is overstating the fullness of its wait list. Those Those who claim to have dined at the restaurant find the food appealing, but say many tables remain empty. One more story for you. Tensions are brewing in Freeside between the ruling gang known as the Kings and the large number of NCR squatters seeking refuge there. The leader of the Kings, who would only identify himself as the King, voiced his displeasure, calling NCR citizens, quote, the devil in disguise. He added he didn't want to see the NCR in the ghetto, and called for a mass, quote, return to sender. That's all for now. This is Mr. New Vegas saying, I'm just no good without you. Have you ever been in love with a celebrity? Now come on, you don't have to be shy. I feel it between us two. Sometimes you can't help being mad about the boy.
I know it's stupid to be mad about the boy. I'm so ashamed of it, but must admit sleepless nights I've had about the boy. On silver stream, he melts my foolish heart.
Took you long enough, so can I go now? Sorry. I assumed the only reason you'd fight past a horde of super mutants and pick the lock on my cell is if you heard my cry for help on the radio. But maybe you're just sightseeing. So since the door's open and all, can I go now? Name's Raul. Raul Alfonso Tejada. I'm the mechanic around here. Probably because it used to be Miguel's. Whoever he was. How about if you let me go, huh, boss? No. No, boss. I'm a prisoner of the crazy super mutant with the wig and the glasses. I was kind of hoping you were here to set me free. But maybe I'm not a pretty enough damsel for that. Huh? Sure, boss. I'd be happy to prolong my captivity and psychological abuse to tighten some lug nuts for you.
Hey, it's Mr. New Vegas letting you know I've got a new
Back again? Can I go this time? Or do you have something else in mind? Alrighty then. I'll just head out, alone, by myself, into the dangerous waste. Anything's better than staying here. Let's go.
Negotiators successfully secured the hostage's release. Moving on. The Helios 1 solar power plant remains dormant despite
What can I do for you, boss?
reactivate the facility.
Sure.
The chief scientist at the plant
What is it?
vowed to fix the problem, blaming it
Fine
on
by
an
me.
atmosphere of, quote, severe underappreciation.
Yeah.
The news is
What can I do for you, boss?
by the Vicky and Vance Casino. Vicky
I'm
and
sure
Vance,
you'll be fair and equitable,
we are
boss.
partners in crime.
Hey,
And now,
don't worry about
I'd
it,
like to play
boss.
one of my
The
very
decrepit old man
favorite
can
songs.
easily carry all your stuff for you. Hey, don't worry about it, boss. The decrepit old man can easily carry all your stuff for you. Sure, boss.
trust everything to be my own true love. If this is a dream, let me keep on dreaming. Where have you been, oh my love?
Okay, I guess we're doing this.
Can't run from me.
Until the moment we met, I had no one to cling to be
You're mine.
Get him, boss. I mean, if that fits with your schedule.
All gotta go sometime.
Listen, an elderly half-decrepit ghoul in combat? Tactical brilliance is unmatched.
This is a dream. Let me keep on dreaming. Where have you been all my life?
I've got you back.
I guess old guys are tougher than we look, huh?
Got you in my silhouette. Right with you.
Dreaming. Where have you been all my
Yeah. Time for more fighting.
Right with you. Eat this.
Throw the gun at him if you want, boss.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to me, Mr. New Vegas, and you look extraordinarily beautiful right now.
Looking for trouble? Got no time or answers for you. Ask a drifter in need of a few caps. They'll give you all the answers you need. All right? No, I'm not all right. Drinking to forget, and it's only getting me mad instead. Whiskey always gets my temper up, now more than ever. Drinking used to cause all sorts of trouble back west. Before I punched enough people, that is. And they learned to lay low when the whiskey hit. Lost my caravan heading north. The driver burned to ash, and they didn't even take the cargo, they just burned that too. My guess is Legion. They're trying to cut NCR's supply line, and the Mojave outpost is proof. Got us locked up tighter than a New Vegas virgin. No caravans in, out, and just try arguing with Jackson about it. Roads aren't safe, he says. No shit, you washed out old fuck-up. I didn't need a Brotherhood scribe to tell me that. NCR officer, trooper, whatever, runs the place. He's over in the main building, the one without a bar. Jackson won't let me head north. It's not safe. And even though my caravan's gone, my caravan papers are keeping me here. So if you came here for work, my advice, go find the Crimson Caravan branch south of Vegas. They can help you out. What's on your mind? You're looking at it. It's a watering hole without much to brag about. It's like a Brahmin drive gone wrong. Supposed to be a gate north, but you come here, you get caught in the pen. Better to head back home. If you don't have a gun and a will, don't matter much what you do when you reach here, except stare at that fucking monument outside. Don't even tell me you missed it coming in. It's like NCR showing its dick to all the East. If the Republic put as much effort into protecting the East as they put into those two asinine giants outside, then they'd be worth that monument. Statues of two men shaking hands covered in blood. Don't seem to be nothing to brag about. I'm speaking figurative. Isn't any blood on their damn hands. Of course, when Caesar comes walking through here, there'll be blood for real. And after the blood dries in the sun, he'll melt that piece of jet-induced sculpture down and reshape it into a bull, which by my reckoning is making up for a deficiency of his. But no matter what the state of his pecker, he's sure giving the West a good fucking. One's a ranger, one's an NCR trooper, supposed to represent unification of West and East, or some such shit. As far as those two iron lovebirds go, they've got more spine you'll see in a year from the NCR government. Maybe you're right. Brimcats always throw me off. Well, fine, whatever. They can be shaking each other's dicks. Wouldn't change the Mojave now. What's on your mind? Whiskey and me are old friends. Keeps me going when times get rough. Like now. Got me into the caravan business, you know. Had to start transporting water instead of liquor, though. If I hadn't switched over, I'd end my trip with nothing but glass bottles rattling on the back of the Brahmin. What's on your mind? If you're looking to sign on with a caravan, no. Traders are bottled up tight here. Caravan works up north. Check with a Crimson Caravan, maybe. Gunrunners might have work. Wouldn't know for sure, though. Still, if you got a gun, guts, and feeling like going on patrol, might be some of the soldiers around here have work for you. Jackson might have something for you if you haven't already spoken to that old buzzard. He was looking to try to get troops to clear the North Road. You can find him over in the other building. The one without a bar. I don't know. Seems to be a lot of attention on Nipton. Word is, one of the snipers in the nest on the roof spotted smoke from the east. Yeah, her name's Ghost or something. Fucking scary. Ooh. Guess it's 'cause you'll never see her till you're dead. NCR and their goddamn nicknames. As if Caesar himself's gonna piss and run if he hears them. Anyway, go on and head up top. Ask her what's going on if you haven't already. I don't much give a shit. What's on your mind? All right, then.
Hey, you! Can you help me? Please, I'm trying to get home, but they won't let me through the gate. I hired a courier to take my paperwork in ahead of me, and I'm pretty sure I got scammed. DRC paperwork always takes a while, but it's been weeks, and I haven't heard anything. What's worse, I heard rumors that some troopers are looking for someone by my name. I bet the bastard took my identity. Who knows what he's been getting up to? Department of Roads and Commerce. Have you never been down the 15 or something? They process all travelers coming from the Mojave and act as more of a roadblock than anything. Hell, they have 10 checkpoints from here to the hub. You have to get through all of them if you want to make it out of the desert. It can take a week for them to get to you, and another to approve your paperwork. Hence why I hired someone to do it for me. It's no good, I've tried. I don't have the proper papers, and they don't have the authority to give me new ones here without any identification. The mountain pass ahead is crawling with troopers. Good for you, I guess. Hopefully you're an honest one. You tell me if you ever find someone who is, alright? Well, I'm pretty sure my identity has been stolen, so I need you to clear my name firstly. I don't want to walk into Baker and get arrested, or worse, because an Elias Turner scammed someone else in town. Oh, it's a cool town. It used to be a pit stop, but it's been growing fast. There's some shadier characters near the highway, but the place has good bones. I'd recommend checking out the Euro place, and they have this huge thermometer that lights up when it gets hot out. Stay away from the gift shop, though. That place hikes the prices up for tourists. I need a special pass to get home. This part might be a little trickier, but I promise I'll make it worthwhile. Turners always pay our debts. You could try the DRC, but if they turn you away, you might need special approval. Last time something like this happened, I was able to clear it up with one of the officers at Fort Weston. I heard they all got replaced, and there's a new colonel in charge over there. I can't speak to his demeanor. Not exactly. I got in trouble once for walking right by a toll booth and not paying for the required passes. The toll booth guard was asleep, and I was scared to wake him up. A whole big misunderstanding. It's ironic. I greased a few palms and ended up getting through for less than the toll price itself. Maybe those officers got replaced for letting their palms get a little too greasy. I don't have much on me, but I can get you more cash once I get into town. How's 250 caps when you deliver, and 500 more when I get into Baker Sound?
Though I'm quite aware that here and there are traces of the
You drive a hard bargain, my friend. All right, 1,000 caps, not one more. He'll need a big bag to hold that much change. Shoot. I hope you'll reconsider. If you change your mind, I'll be here.
Lord knows I'm not a schoolgirl in the flurry
The other day, Marjorie sent me money for my birthday.
That's because she takes after her dad, who lays out some pretty
diversity of misery.
Didn't even hear you come up the ramp. You don't broadcast your movements. I like that. You a courier? If so, this might be your lucky day. If you don't mind walking a bit. And your eyes are good. I think there's trouble in Nipton. No traffic from there on the roads. And while I can explain that away, the smoke from the town I can't. I'm sure it's been hit. What I need to know is if they survived it. Might be powder gangers with all that smoke in the air. If there's anybody left, they'd be in the Nipton Town Hall. Go there. Check it out. Let me know what you find. Got my post. Don't think I wouldn't go too. If trouble's hit Nipton, town's got enough camping spots to rack up some easy kills. Not about to have Jackson bust my ass again, though. Even if I came back with Caesar's head. Rather be sitting here than in a cell. All right. Look at you. All fired up and ready to go. Wish the others around here had that kind of attitude. Listen, I don't want you getting killed for this. So if you head there and run into trouble, I'm asking for eyes and ears, not your life. All right? Not much to tell. One of the worst posts in the NCR if you're looking to be anything more than a babysitter. Full up here, but just enough so we can't send out patrols. Gotta maintain a standing force. Jackson's orders. NCR's orders. Can't spare men for patrols or escorts, so caravans are backing up here like a Brahmin with a bottle in its ass. Typical NCR bullshit. Kimball's Kimball. Not sure which end is his ass or his head. Caravan families are causing trouble. Big circle getting tense. The usual. Look, you want gossip, go to the bar downstairs and listen to a whole lot of nothing. Me? I gotta keep watch, then fill out the daily log. Mind yourself on the plank going down. You check out the Nipton Town Hall yet? Smoke trail's not getting any shorter. Legion this far west? You're fucking kidding me. That's not outside the border. They're moving in, and fast. Nipton wasn't the most friendly town, but... Alright, thanks for checking on that. Wish it set my mind at ease. Now I'm more on edge than ever. In Nipton? Hell no. Town was a shithole, asking to be burned. Just not by Legion. Nobody deserves that. Well, thanks for hoofing it there and back, even if it was bad news. Wish we could spare the troops to go hunting, but orders are to stay put. Fucking Mojave's going to hell, and all I can do is sit here and watch. Thanks for the assist. Wish others around here had your drive.
Coming from the north? Must be crazy to brave those roads.
Watch yourself. Something else you wanted? Watch yourself. Something else you wanted? This is the Mojave Outpost. We usually get local caravans, but we've been backed up. They've been stopped for a while, waiting for the roads to clear. You look like you've walked a ways, so if you need to shake off the dust, head to the barracks. The bar's there. Not much, but better than nothing. Nothing I know of, but if you come from the north, that means you can travel freer than most others around here. Might check the barracks. Someone might need you to hoof it somewhere. Just be careful if you go up on the roof. There's a sniper watching the road. If your gear's in need of repair, HQ's also worth checking out. Talk to Major Knight. He can help. Those two, it represents unification. Mostly good for shade. Won't do much else when the Legion reaches us. What? There's no way. We're miles from the Colorado. They aren't even waiting for the dam to fall. They're already inside the borders. We'll never stop them. Not at this rate. We're doomed. Thanks for bringing the word. Even if the news is bad, I'll let the men know. Watch yourself.
Good working with you.
Raul Alfonso Tejada, former gunslinger, at your service.
Boom. 1st NCR Recon, Sniper Battalion.
I've got news for you. Listeners have been unable to pick up radio broadcasts from Black Mountain recently. Most are calling the static, quote, a welcome improvement. Also in the headlines, residents of Novak were running for cover.
Caravan, citizen, pilgrim, or... Oh, my apologies. You must be new. If you're looking for the commanding officer, he's in the back. Just letting you know, though, he's got a lot on his plate. So if you speak with him, keep it short. Also, if you need any gear checked, we'll get you up and running again, provided you got the necessary paperwork. Prim. Hayes unit is stationed up there. We're having problems with some of the NCRCF convicts. What can I help you with? It has. It was a promising trade town, but the prisoners took over and ruined everything. I had a lot of good memories there. Lost a good bit of money at the Vicky and Vance. It's a damn shame. Me? I'm Knight. Major Knight. I've been stuck here dealing with these caravans for ages now. Somebody's got to do it. Yeah, it ain't so bad. If the Legion pushes west through Nipton, this outpost here will be on the front line. Alrighty then. Just sign here, and here, and here.
Krim. He's... Help? Well, you could speak to Ranger Jackson. He might have something for you. He sort of runs things around here. This? It's pretty much NCR border guard duty. It's our job to make sure caravans run smoothly along I-15 and Highway 95. Not the best posting assignment, but could have been a whole lot worse. We don't have it nearly as bad as the soldiers down east. It's a war zone there. See you later.
Wish I had a person contract looking after me.
Looks like we got a new visitor in the old Brahmin pen. Not many people coming here in a hurry, only passing through. And if you're passing through, you picked a bad time. Road north has gone to hell. And if I let that caravan through, they won't make it. I don't have soldiers here. I got recruits. We're ordered to have a standing force at the NCR perimeter at all times. Problem is, they gotta be here. I can't send anyone out. It'd be a direct violation of my orders from back west. They'll be sending me troops, but not the ones I need. But troops head through here on their way to McCarran, or onto the front lines at Forlorn Hope. They're not here for the long haul. If they're on leave, they're banging away at some hooker on the strip, or getting piss-ass drunk. Goddamn fools. Well, I've been dealing with a lot of bullshit lately. I have my orders signed and approved all the way up the chain from Kimball. The outpost isn't a Legion target. Not yet, at least. It's not like Vegas or the Dam. But if the caravans get choked here, that's gonna hit NCR hard. I feel like I'm dealing with the requisition forms and the daily reports rather than the things that matter. But anyway. Help? No, look, I appreciate it, but... You know what? Yeah, I could use the help. And you look like you can handle yourself. I need to get the caravans moving again. That means clearing a path north. There's something stopping the caravans, and I need you to go over there and figure out what's going on. Thanks. I appreciate it. Come back here when you're done. I might accidentally lose some supplies to pay you with.
What can I do for you, boss? I expect to be awed by your dizzying mercantile sense, boss. Sure, boss.
What is it? Fine by me. Yeah.
What can I do for you, boss? I'm sure you'll be fair and equitable,
New
boss.
Vegas asked me a lot if there's a Mrs. New Vegas. Well, of course there is. You're her.
Sure, boss.
Still as perfect as the day we met. If you like news, you're gonna love our next segment. Patrons of the Ultralux are questioning whether its pricey restaurant, the Gourmand, is overstating the fullness of its wait list. Those who claim to have dined at the restaurant find the food appealing, but say many tables remain empty. Also in the headlines, merchants are saying that there's been little contact between traders from Nipton in recent days, causing concerns that the isolated town may be in trouble. The preceding segment was sponsored by the Silver Rush. Silver Rush. Feel the rush of a warm laser in your hand. Here's Bing Crosby reminding us of those times when you absolutely have to kiss the person you love. Something's gotta give. Up next.
When an irresistible force such as you meets an old immovable object like me, you can bet just as sure as you live, something's gotta give, something's gotta give, something's gotta give. When an irrepressible
What is it?
smile such as yours
Fine by me.
warms an old implacable heart such as mine, don't say no, 'cause I insist.
Yeah.
Don't you like me anymore?
Where somehow someone's gonna get kissed. So on guard, who knows what the fates have in store from their vast mysterious sky. I'll try hard, ignoring those lips I adore, but how long can anyone try? Fight with all of our might. Chances are some heavenly star-spangled night. From their vast mysterious sky, I'll try hard, ignoring those lips I adore, but how long can anyone try?
What can I do for you, boss? I'm sure you'll be fair and equitable, boss.
All of our might. Chances are some heavenly star-spangled night. We'll find out as sure as we live. Something's gotta give, something's gotta give, something's gotta give.
Sure, boss.
In case you're wondering if you've come to the right place, you have. All the latest news coming your way right now. Caesar's Legion continues to fortify its position in Nelson, where it remains a constant concern for Camp Forlorn Hope and the nearby town of Novak. One more story for you. Listeners have been unable to pick up radio broadcasts from Black Mountain recently. Most are calling the static, quote, a welcome improvement. The preceding segment was sponsored by the Silver Rush. Silver Rush. Feel the rush of a warm laser in your hand. Got some Dean Martin coming up, talking about the greatest feeling in the world. Ain't that a kick in the head? Sure is. Dino, it sure is.
What can I do for you, boss? Good call. Your decisiveness is truly a wonder to behold, boss. I'm sure you'll be fair and equitable, boss. Sure, boss.
It's me again, Mr. New Vegas, reminding you that you're nobody till somebody loves you, and that somebody is me. I love you. This just in. Rumors persist about a super mutant refuge nestled high in the ski lodge to the northwest. If you should find it, do not, repeat, do not belittle a super mutant for taking the bunny slope.
We won't go
Also in the headlines, Caesar's Legion continues to fortify its position in Nelson, where it remains a constant concern for Camp Forlorn Hope and the nearby town of Novak. That's the news. This is Mr. New Vegas filling in for Mr. New Vegas. You're gonna love this next song, I guarantee it.
You want to send an elderly, half-decrepit ghoul into combat? Your tactical brilliance is unmatched, boss. What can I do for you, boss? I expect to be awed by your dizzying mercantile. Sure, boss.
You're mine.
What can I do for you, boss? I expect to be awed by your dizzying mercantile sense, boss.
I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle, jingle, jangle, as I go riding merrily along. They sing, oh, ain't you glad you're single?
Hey, don't worry about it, boss. The decrepit old man could easily carry all your stuff for you. Really. Sure. What can I do for you, boss? I'm sure you'll be fair and equitable, boss. Company, boss. You want to send an elderly, half-decrepit ghoul into combat? Your tactical brilliance is unmatched, boss. We got company, boss. Sure, boss.
Wish I had a fruit.
Hey, where'd you come from?
I was born just outside Mexico City. Name's Raul.
And?
Usually when somebody gives you a name and nothing else,
Your ghoul
it's
friend
because
better
that's all
not be
they want to give you.
radioactive. Sorry, I'm Veronica.
Appreciate the help. Wish I had more work for you, but nothing else on the radar at the moment. No, I mentioned you might accidentally get supplied, and I meant it. Come here. I'm not allowed to contract mercenaries at the outpost. Still, a requisition form or two can get lost, and they won't check on that. So here you go. Appreciate the help. Wish I had more work for you, but nothing else on the radar at the moment. Take care.
Fight, 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 fight it with all of our might. Chances are we live. Some gotta give, some gotta give.
You come around like a bad habit. What's on your mind? What's on your mind?
The nearby town of Novak. In addition, refugees at Bitter Springs are giving startling accounts of the legate known as Lanius, who is said to be Caesar's top field commander. One refugee told us the legate took over an underperforming squad of troops by beating its commander to death in full view of everyone. The legate then ordered a tenth of his own force be killed by the other 9/10. And you thought your boss was a pain. The news has been brought to you by the Vicky and Vance Casino. Vicky and Vance, be our partners.
Welcome to the Crimson Caravan Company New Vegas branch. What may I do for you? It's been a pleasure.
Is it time?
Hardin owes his life to McNamara. That's why he won't challenge him outright.
Welcome back. It's
When you say I love you, it's a sin.
Welcome back. I'm afraid we have no current openings for caravanners or guards, but I am in need of a runner. Deliver this invoice to Dr. Hildern. You can find him somewhere inside Camp McCarran. It's been a pleasure. Welcome back. Certainly. What would you like to know? The Crimson Caravan Company has been in business for over 130 years. We're partially responsible for the progress in the NCR. Well, the gunrunners continue to dominate the weapons market, and the Mormon traders from New Canaan control the majority of the northern routes. Normally, I oversee company operations at the hub in California. However, the New Vegas branch has been underperforming in recent years. Given the conditions here, it's not hard to see why. I'll change all that soon enough. All right. Is there anything else I can do for you? It's been a pleasure. Welcome back.
Trouble.
You knew just what I was there for. You heard me saying a prayer for someone I really could care for.
Howdy.
Gotcha. For the Brotherhood.
Welcome to Jacobstown, human. You're free to walk around. Just don't stare at the Nightkin. They don't like people looking at them. And if you're NCR, keep it to yourself. They're not popular around here. Such as... was a resort pre-war. I renamed it to Jacobstown after an old friend. Died a long time ago. I figured us mutants needed a place to call our own. Town's far enough away from humans so they don't bother us much. One of these days I'm hoping we can trade with the rest of the wasteland. No more fighting, just get along. Was part of a super mutant army. Ran a town, walked the wasteland with a tribal. Now I'm here. Long story, so here's the short version. The Master created the super mutants and Nightkin. The Master thought he could unify everyone. No more differences, no more war. It didn't end well. Town was Broken Hills. Bunch of super mutants, humans, and ghouls all living together peacefully. Well, most of the time. We were looking for a GEC to save the village of Arroyo. Eventually, we did. Nuked an oil rig in the process. We went separate ways after that. I went east into the Rockies, looking for other mutants like myself. Don't know what happened to my friend. I got a feeling it turned out all right in the end. All right.
We've got some news for you coming right up. Patrons of the Ultralux are questioning whether...
A lot of bad blood between super mutants and humans. Goes back years. Some here still got the scars and memories. Me? I don't really have a problem with the NCR. Set their sights a little too high sometimes, but they try.
Word out of
Legion? That's another story. Caesar thinks he can change human nature. Most of the Legion is following Caesar, not Caesar's ideals. When he's gone, it'll crumble. Might not happen overnight. Might take a few decades, but it'll happen. Basic human nature. Greed, ambition, jealousy. We'll see to it. They expand. Fast. If you got land they want, they'll take it. Eventually. Did it out west, they'll do it here. They keep rolling over people. They'll regret it. That's how revolutions start. Seen them grow from a single town, Shady Sands, into the Republic. They've done good for the most part. Not really. Heard it's a paradise in the wasteland. Never been there myself. Doubt they'd let a mutant in. Amazes me people would come from all over the waste to throw away everything they've got in that town. All right. Nightkin suffers schizophrenia from the stealth boys they're always using. One of the reasons I settled Jacobstown was so they could be cured. While they're in town, the Nightkin aren't allowed to have stealth boys, so their craziness doesn't get worse. Trouble is, the Nightkin don't like being visible either. They don't take being exposed too well. A lot of the mutants here found out about Jacobstown because of Neil. Our isolation works against us sometimes. Same as any civilized town. Don't start any fights or steal anything. We'll treat you fair. Not a lot to ask. See you. Something on your mind? Such as? Bighorners. Good eating. And we can trade the hides. Got a lot of wild ones around here, so it's easy to restock the herd. Was a resort pre-war. I renamed it to Jacobstown after an old friend. Died a long time ago. I figured it... All right. See you.
Just putting this out there, boss. If these super mutants kidnap us, force us to fix toasters for them, it's on you.
Jimmy! Little Jimmy! My, how you're grown up! So good of you to come visit your grandma. Oh, Jimmy, don't you go being silly now. Come over here and give your grandma some sugar. Oh, of course I have, dearie. How silly of me. I didn't take my medicine yet today. How can I help you? I watch over the bighorners. They're sweet, gentle creatures, but sometimes they get ornery, just like my grandkids. Talk to you soon, dear. Hello again, dear. Another human. What was enough?
He melts my foolish heart and
I assume this is about something important? You're interrupting my research. The Nightkin have varying degrees of mental instability due to their addiction to stealth boy use. I've been trying to come up with a cure. I'm currently investigating the local Night Stalker population, since they seem to have developed a natural stealth field. I've also gotten my hands on a working Stealth Boy Mark II prototype, but that experiment is riskier. I'd rather not pursue that research just yet. I'm not convinced that the Night Stalker mutation is a natural one, and I need someone to investigate their lair for proof. Some of the super mutants have looked around as well, but they've come back empty-handed. Perhaps a pair of fresh eyes will have better luck. Lily might be interested in coming with you. She's lost a few of her bighorners to Night Stalker attacks and would enjoy a little revenge. I've compared the brain chemistry of a Nightkin to one of the local Night Stalkers we killed. They both exhibit similar neurochemical changes. Now, I'm not claiming that Night Stalkers are running around wearing stealth boys, mind you. I just don't think it's all a coincidence. The stealth field has been modulated to use less power and thus last longer, but for some reason it has pronounced negative effects on the user. However, these pronounced effects will allow me to pinpoint exactly what parts of the brain they're affecting. Unfortunately, I'll need to run the test on a live subject, and Marcus has encouraged me to investigate the Night Stalker mutation first. It's possible, but I've yet to see any hard evidence or hear of any cases where humans were negatively affected. Its negative effects are more pronounced on Nightkin. Because Marcus asked me to, and because it's a reason for me to get up in the morning, I'd like to get one more grand accomplishment done. If we must. Yes, specializing in neuroscience, both human and canine. Of course, this lab is nothing compared to what I had when I was with the Enclave. Yes, but the leadership and I didn't see eye to eye, so I left. It was the right decision, since the Enclave's oil rig was destroyed not long after. Cyberdogs and the like. It's not a field I work in much anymore. If we must. I prefer the solitude, and having a bunch of super mutants around tends to keep things safe and quiet. Yes, yes.
Hello again, dear. Oh no, dearie. 3 makes a crowd. Talk to you soon, dear.
wonderful in your own special way. It's just about time.
Hey there, you looking to buy or sell?
Word out of Camp Golf is that
Can do.
NCR Rangers expect redeployment in the near future. One anonymous soldier said it was part of a new strategy. In addition, rumors persist about a super mutant refuge nestled high in the ski lodge to the northwest. If you should find it, do not, repeat, do not belittle a super mutant for taking the bunny slope. Those were our top stories. You know, sometimes the journey leads
See
to
ya.
the destination. And especially if your spurs go jingle, jangle, jingle, and you meet some nice gals along the way.
And they sing, oh, ain't you glad you're single? And that song is so
Got a problem. Could use your help. Been having trouble with NCR mercs harassing the town, and they just showed up again. You're human. They might be willing to listen to what you have to say. Maybe. I'm not asking you to kill them. Just talk them into leaving. Hell, pay them off if you have to. Thanks. Got a problem. Could use your help. Been having trouble with NCR mercs harassing the town, and they just showed up again.
oh, I got spurs. Oh, I got spurs that jingle,
I got spurs that jingle, jangle,
jingle.
jingle.
Right
As I go and they sing, oh, ain't you glad
and that song is so very far from wrong.
Just keep on moving.
Oh, Lily Bell, though I may have done some fooling, this is why I never, 'cause I got spurs that jingle, jangle,
I got spurs that jingle, jangle,
as I
jingle.
go riding merrily
As I
along.
go riding merrily
And they
along.
sing, oh, ain't you glad
And they
to
sing,
jingle?
oh, ain't you glad
And
to
that
jingle?
song ain't so very far
And that
from wrong.
song
Ain't so very far from wrong.
Got a problem. Could use your help. Been having trouble with NCR mercs harassing the town, and they just showed up again. Guess I can't say for sure if they're NCR. Whoever they are, they want us dead or gone. Killing our bighorners, shooting at the lodge, that sort of thing. It's getting hard to keep people from retaliating.
Howdy, folks. It's Mr. New Vegas, and I have a good
Not looking to fight.
about
That'll give NCR an excuse to come up here and wipe us out.
the news. Residents of Novak were running for cover following the failed launch of 3 rockets from the Repcon.
You're human. They might be willing to listen to what you have to say. Maybe. I'm not asking you to kill them. Just talk them into leaving. Hell, pay them off if you have to.
Also in the headlines,
Thanks.
our correctional facility is now under prisoner control following a successful riot. Locals should avoid anyone who looks like they've done time. The news has been brought to you by the Vicky and Vance Casino. Vicky and Vance, be our partners in crime. More music just ahead.
Muties aren't so tough if you've got the firepower. Our business is with the Muties, not you. Just doing what I'm paid to do. Harass the Muties until they leave or attack us. If they leave, we'll let them go. If they attack, we wipe them out. Either way, the job's not done until they're cleared out of the town. Won't name names, but some important folks in the NCR are sick of Muties attacking their Brahmin herds. They want them gone from NCR territory. Maybe this group had something to do with attacking Brahmin, maybe not. Doesn't matter. We're getting paid to make them go away. I've always known when to fight and when to back down, and it seems to me I ought to back down this time. My men and I are leaving. You won't see us around here again.
Pisses me off that NCRs can just operate like that.
Something on your mind? Smart, charismatic, and hell of a mean streak. Doesn't care for humans, prefers fighting them to talking. He's got a lot of pull with Nightkin, though. He talks, they listen. Was hoping he could draw the Nightkin to Jacobstown. Keen is saner than most, but I know he's thinking of going his own way again. He's aggressive, impatient, can't stand sitting around. Because of a promise, one I haven't been able to keep. The Nightkin all suffer from schizophrenia. It's the stealth boys they use, or used to use. Nightkin have a hard time being seen like normal folks. Can't stand it. A few already left to try and find more stealth boys. Miserable situation. They either stay here and suffer, or dig up stealth boys and lose their minds. Not much of a choice. That happens, there's a good chance other Nightkin will follow. It'll make it hard to get a cure to them. Worse, if Keen and the Nightkin tear up the Mojave hunting for stealth boys, people are gonna get killed. Most humans can't tell the difference between mutants. Might come here looking for payback. That's like saying Caesar and Kimball would listen to each other. Nightkin don't have a lot of trust for others, mutants included. All right. Good. Glad you didn't kill them. Letting them walk away proves we're not bloodthirsty mutants. If NCR or anybody else is looking for an excuse to attack Jacobstown, they're not gonna get it from us. See you.
Hello again, dear. Oh no.
You got a second?
What is it?
Drifting is part of the job description, but...
You don't know what you're asking. Just let it go for now.
But...
The Legion's the only thing I want on my mind right now.
Oh, hell.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. New Vegas here. You're all so great, and we're gonna keep you listening all day. Here are our top stories. Listeners have been unable to pick up radio broadcasts from Black Mountain recently. Most are calling the static, quote, a welcome improvement. Also, patrons of the Ultralux are questioning whether its pricey restaurant, the Gourmand, is overstating the fullness of its wait list. Those who claim to have dined at the restaurant find the food appealing, but say many tables remain empty. And that's the news. Hey, New Vegas, have you ever said you love someone when it wasn't quite true? Sure you have, but you shouldn't, because it's a sin to tell a lie.
Be sure it's true when you say I love. It's a sin to tell. Millions of hearts have been broken just because these words were spoken. I love you, yes I do.